The masked marauders, hiding their truth from the town. Do not hide your dreams. Yeah. You know, it's about speaking the truth, not hiding who you are, not hiding your dreams. Be open and talk about it. And don't worry about being rejected. You're going to be all right. Don't worry. It's all going to be fine. Might be a mask here, a mask there. Ask the Kachinas. All right. Well, here we are, coming into end of the year, getting close, looking for the wisdom of the oracle, the I Ching, and you know, we look at a lot of stuff. We get toward year's end, we see stuff, and kind of want to avoid it, but it's not time, you know. So if you got a block, something's in your way, man, just bite through it, and that's what this is about. It's about number 21, she, biting through, and that is good advice, I'll tell you that. You know, something gets in your way, man, bite it. Bring it through. Above is radiance and power of consciousness, and below it's shake and thunder. Bring it out. The wisdom says obstacles are no longer hidden. They're in front of you, confronting everything you see as sacred. Yeah, judgment and punishment. Well, you know what? Sometimes it's appropriate. The ideas, processes, and behaviors that you previously brought you success on your path, moving towards peace of mind and love and abundance, they're not going to work. It's not working anymore. Those old ways are becoming obstacles, and we got to recognize it as that, you see? Those small bits of darkness that in the past you ignored and you thought would go away, they've grown. They have their own consciousness and now can overshadow everything in your life unless you take swift action and again return to the light, you know. And the I Ching talks about this minute, right now, not yesterday, not tomorrow, but right now, because you got to really look at it. When you feel like you're blocked, see what it is. See, it was seeming that in many ways things were getting easy, you know, as we were going. You didn't have to work quite so hard as you did before, but that's the trick of the ego. If you get lost in it, the shadow, you know, that can take you off center. It's about staying awake, staying on duty. This hexagram comes as a wake-up call. That's what the thunder is about. The obstacle is metaphorically in your mouth, and you got to bite through it. The time for action is now, while things are ripe, really ripe. The benefit now is to examine each action, each person, each process on your path, and dissect them, then make a judgment. They could be working, but they might not be. If it is working with you for the greater good, then it can remain. If it's not, discard it. In many cases, you'll benefit by facing it head on. Don't let the monster push you around. Do it with your power, but compassionate confrontation. No reason to be mean as you go through that stuff. If you approach it in this way, it'll lose its strength. You see, compassion is magical, just like gratitude. Things lose their strength that normally would just get in your way. And this way, they're not going to hold any power over you. You will, in this way, bite through and, like I said, eat the obstacle, the monster of doubt, the monster of shame, monster of fear. This is the ancient way of the spiritual warrior. This is the path of the warrior in spirit, commerce, love, and expanded consciousness. As you look at your situation, man, just be brutal with it, you know. If you find you're being blocked by a set of old rules or old beliefs that no longer work, man, pull it out. Get rid of it. If there's somebody there in your place, if they're a wrongdoer, or there's self-deception in your field, extract it. Look, it could be somebody close to you, or it might be something inherent in a business arrangement or an agreement that was made in haste where you didn't look all around all the corners. But just now dig in. Don't be afraid, see. Dig in and find it. And when you do, it will be necessary to use your strength of truth in your words, in your actions, as you move forward. Stand firm. Even when things are there that are scary, just stand firm. And that way you can deal with these obstacles. And that's the way you clear it, to allow love, abundance, and clarity of mind. That's what the idea is right now, going into conscious action. Be aware that being nice and kind and compliant, putting on a false face of understanding when you're really being confronted, and that's not what you feel. Don't do it. Don't do it. You got to unleash the warrior. Draw your sword of truth and correctness, just for your own good, but also for the greater good. To restore order, you must bite through to the heart of the matter. If you avoid this action, there'll be no resolution. By taking firm, positive, heroic action, this can be the beginning of a whole new cycle. And before a new round can begin, there's necessity of an initiation at times, you know, and you can't get around it. You got to go through something. You know, don't avoid something that might be an initiation process. If this troubling situation is right there before you, man, confront it. In order to survive, that's what it's about, to survive with kindness and compassion. Benefits will only arise into the present long-awaited initiation if you're conscious. Your commitment to authenticity is seeing this is about to be tested, and it's coming up because you're hitting a rite of passage. Could be a big one, could be a little one, but you're being called to do it. That's what the thunder is about. This hexagram is calling on you to look at the inharmonious situations that you may be facing right now. And with self-compassion, right, that's being kind to yourself, reveal what's been hidden, then correct the situation by rigorously applying practicality and truth, you see. If called for, man, sometimes you got to chastise, sometimes you got to reprimand if somebody's been in your face and they've strayed from the path of truth in relation to you, you got to call them out. If it's community, then the community's got to do it. If it's a tribe, that's it. And then you just dismiss them. You are dismissed. For they were the ones, that was the situation that created what has been hiding and holding your love. Processing compassion and bondage in this way, you're going to be relieved that the burden that's causing trouble, shame, doubt, and stress, and you will then be able to remove it. And the result is going to have a beneficial outcome. You know, don't be afraid of being abandoned or being alone as you make this quest for the truth that might be keeping you from action. Take action. Eat the obstacle by confronting it one piece at a time, little bites. In this way, you'll easily spot the bright and the good omens that emerge on the way to give you strength and resolve to bite through, to open the doors of perception. Break through, break through. It is on the other side, the side that is not obscured by fear, by greed and control, that your truth resides. And it is by being your authentic self, the clarity that can show you the way is going to come right up. It's going to open the doorway so you see what your bliss is and understand your purpose. You know, if you've been on the path and somebody's cheated you, lied to you, used you in an improper way, that person, they got to be called out. They got to be called out because that's proper. And it's proper that you deliver the consequence, right? And that's important. You see, it's not by making you better than anybody, but it's about on an equal plane. You know, we call people out. This is done with strength, you see. And if you do it with compassion and strength, then it's fair. Somewhere in the back of your mind, you have doubts or discomfort. Just be diligent. Seek the truth. Seek the truth through intuition and focused discernment, and seek counsel when you must. It's okay to ask for help. Look behind the curtain. Sometimes there's this curtain that's hiding the truth. And do not hold on to any uncomfortable feelings or disharmony that your intuition is trying to bring right up to you. Look, you know the difference between right and wrong. This is the correct time to use your strength to discover and bring forth what has been hidden, what has been unsaid. In this way, you remove the obstacles and you restore harmony. And that is what it's about. Come and live our life in a harmonious way. You may be facing the possibility that your position in a personal way or a business way or socially might collapse. And you're afraid you're going to be lost or lose stuff, lose place. Don't let yourself be controlled by this fear. The fear of not being liked by a group or by certain individuals whose opinion that you really thought mattered. Do what you must to maintain your dignity and your highest standards of integrity. Reformation is in order. It's there. Time to change it, to awaken, and do what must be done, right? Do what must be done. It may be that there is something going on that is in the unseen world or that's been concealed from you. Maybe it was in business. Maybe something illegal or divisive that is meant to take you out of your position or strength. Or it could be hiding something that undermines your work. Call it out. If it's a relationship, someone would be covering up an action done in the shadows. Or they may be projecting their drama on you. They might be pushing their dark side into your life, right? Time to go within, sit quietly in stillness, and ask for guidance on how to proceed. Then, with proper intent, all will be resolved, and your strength will rise up again. You see, this happens when you're opening to your and to the communal greater good. By taking action and biting through what is untrue or what's unfair, bite through it. Stand strong, because this is a time for your grace, integrity, and correctness. You'll enter into a blessed union with the forces of compassion and love. These are omnipresent things that are in your grasp. They're there for you. See, it's here in holding this space that you're going to be able to join with the energetics that we all feel on earth as you're joining with your fellows in vision for a new earth. And that's what we're looking for. A new earth where there's peace and love and harmony. A new earth where we live in the knowing that we are all one people. One people on this beautiful rock floating in space. That's what it is, you know, think about it. We're in space and, we're being watched, the entire universe. We're naked. In this, we become the example of how to live in harmony because we're being watched. A lot of worlds don't know what to do. So set a good example you know, for you, for your family, for your community, and for the earth. Yeah. And look after all sentient beings. Look after Gaia. Look after ourselves. You see, we're moving towards the light of a living consciousness. With one another, we're coming to these concepts of true compassion. The teaching of this hexagram is your initiation into cosmic union. People, get ready. The cosmic train is coming. Just get rid of your baggage and get on that train. I've been with the Ching, using it for 50 years, writing for the last 12 years about it. And now I'm putting it together into a book that's going to be available so that you can have it with you as a reference. The weekly Ching will still come. It'll be out there. It'll still be like it is, without cost, you know, so everybody can use it. And now the book is coming out, and it's going to be really useful. It's called The New Earthy Ching. And hopefully it comes out around, well, we're looking at sometime next year, early next year. But you're going to be, I'm going to be asking you personally to help me get it out. I'm going to do a fundraiser myself. I'm not going through, you know, any of the normal channels because we're a small community. But you're going to get some information about what we're doing and the money that I need to get this out there in the best possible way. So when it comes, please let yourself see it and use it, and, you know, donate what you can, you know, for, you know, $50, $100, $5, whatever it is. Listen, whatever you can afford, so I can really get this out there and get it out to the world. This is my life's work, you know, and I'm going to ask your help because I do need help in getting it out there. Yeah, the masked marauders. So have a beautiful week as you're moving through and finding out, as you bite through what's been blocking you. And I leave you like I do every week with the Mayan phrase of greeting and goodbye, which is in Lakesh, Alakin. In Lakesh, Alakin, it says, I am the other you. Now, what do I say about that? I like it that way. Yes, I do. Don't hide your dreams. Talk about them. Trust that power of your consciousness. Allow yourself to shake with the thunder that's coming. Because obstacles are not hiding anymore. Time for you to walk through it. So I send you all the love that I can muster down here at the 20th parallel. I say it again in Lakesh Alakin. And understand I am the other you, and keep remembering. I like it that way. Yes, I do. Namaste, my brothers, and namaste, my sisters. Be kind, walk with grace and integrity and love. Namaste, y'all.